about 1 more minute and then I'll get started. $30. Hi, thank you. Alright, if you're the channel message, someone is a spiritual spy sent to the earth to watch the one. Okay. I do have channel messages, so I'm just gonna jump into it. I kind of centered this reading based off of the Matrix. Okay, so just a heads up. So the first channel message I have is someone actually took the red pill. I actually didn't know that on the movie he did take the red pill, but that's the pill that he took. So someone took the red pill. If you don't know, the red pill awakens you and the blue pill keeps you in bliss. I also wrote down Democrats, which I think are blue, okay, is the blue pill, okay, keeping you in bliss, okay, they don't step outside of their comfort zone. And then you have the Republicans, which is the red pill. They kind of like test their boundaries here. And then you have the devil, which is the red pill, okay, because you know that Lucifer, the devil, is the apple that Eve bit, okay. And then we have blue is God, okay. For instance, the sky is blue, all right, water is blue, all right. I was also channeling someone's never been to heaven before, okay. With this message, I'm kind of getting a situation whereas someone does not know how to experience euphoria, or they don't know how to extract dopamine from their body without intercourse. um Neo actually means new, revived, and modified. Okay, so something is still based off of an old prophecy. It's just a new version. Okay. Of course, if this is biblical text, King James version, this is what this is. Okay. Um. Okay. I was also channeling that someone is having visions of their future. Okay. I was also getting to the divine, you do not have a name. Your name is boy or girl. So if you're a boy, boy. If you're a girl, girl. Okay. Um, I was also channeling everyone around you is trying to get you to sell your fate or sell your fortune. It's really ironic that when you get like your fortune told, it's called a fortune. Fortune is equivalent to money. Okay, so your fate is actually worth something. I guess that's what the whole thing of selling the soul is. It's selling the fate. Okay, so someone is trying to get you to sell your fate. Okay. um I also wrote down in parentheses to seal the deal. Okay. I was also getting, if you're tapped in, you will get this message. Okay, a phone ringing, signifying that you're now tapped in. And usually I don't think it's your cell phone, it's usually someone else's cell phone ringing, but that phone call is like your sign, you're tapped in now. Okay. I was also channeling hooded beings. Okay, the hood signified the Grim Reaper. Okay. Of course, with Trayvon Martin, you can get the same connotation, hooded beings. Okay, Grim Reaper. And then I wrote down some prophecies. All right, and then we're pretty much done and we can jump into the cards. So it says the first prophecy is kings of rude spirit, violent tempers, addicted to wickedness, will inflict death on women, children, and cow. Now, I don't know the real significance of cow and what cows signify, okay, but I'm getting that. It says they will seize the property of their subjects. When I read this, I immediately thought about slavery, racism, and how you know, they were killing us all, right? Doesn't matter if you're young or old. Not only that, you know, a lot of people got their property and their possessions taken. Okay, so yeah. It says they will rapidly rise and fall, their lives will be short, they will display little pity. The people will follow their example. The white man, that's really what I'm getting, white people. Um, and then we have he who gives much money will be master of men. And then we have Freeman, Bundy, Kennedy, Lee. I'm getting Lee, like Lee, L-I for Chinese descent, Japanese descent, Lee. We have Russell, Disney, and McDonald, last names. You are connected in, okay? So that's all I have for the messages. Now I'm just going to tap into the cards. We do have the Page of Wands, so perfect example. This is the page, the red pill. The red pill will kill you. Too much enlightenment or too much exposure to light after you've been in so much darkness can kill you. The other day I mentioned to you guys that I was so excited to get this gift that it literally like put me into a manic state, and it caused me to have like a major headache. So too much excitement can kill you. Of course, this is the quintessential too much of anything will kill you energy. All right, we have the King of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands here. Okay, so this is not an easy task, or this is not an easy mission. Like, you've been here before, you've done this before, but this time it's a little bit harder. You have a lot more obstacles in your way this time around with the 7 of Wands here. Okay, you've really grown up. The page of Wands is the same person as the King of Wands. Okay, you've really grown up. Okay, so I'm really getting that. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and then the Justice card. All right, I'm also getting, at a young age you could have been very sexually active, even promiscuous to even say. Okay, this was for a reason. I'm not getting like a hoe, okay, because I'm kind of getting, with the Justice card, a lot of the things that you're doing is kept a secret, but I'm definitely getting high school years. I'm getting something about being promiscuous or something about sleeping around. I'm definitely channeling a masculine energy here. Okay, is significant. Justice card is no relationships. Okay, so if you go back to your past and you review your Akashic record, you'll realize you had way more one-night stands than you did relationships. This is for somebody specific. That is for a reason. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords, because with the Justice card, you could be sleeping with people who are trying to get you to sell your fortune. All right, we have the Magician card, the Moon card, and the 4 of Wands. I'm definitely getting something that you're doing at night in like your backyard or in your home or something. I'm getting the back of something, the back of a building, the back of the back. Okay, I don't want to say this, but someone has connections to like Rosa Parks. All right, we have the Judgment card, the 8 of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so the phone ringing thing, you're going to hear someone's phone ring. All right, you're going to get the call, but you don't know what the conversation is. We have the Sun card, the 5 of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, With the Five of Cups, this is a warning. So these are your clairs. The clairs it's hard to contaminate the clairs. If you think about what clair means, clair is clear, crystal clear. That's what clair is. So it is hard to contaminate the clairs. So a lot of times, even if you were to sell your soul, or to sell your fate, or seal your fate, or sell your fortune, all right, if you have clairvoyant gifts, they are still crystal clear. You can still use them to prophesize what is around you and the danger that may come. All right, we have the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So somebody has gotten you prepared to go against your enemies. Okay, with the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is normally naturally an enemy. Somebody is your enemy. All right. We have the Seven of Pentacles, so with the Nine of Cups here, okay, this is also the inability to hear something. So I guess this is saying, like, when you're in a spiritual, when you've really crossed over in the spiritual realm, like when you're going back and forth, the ability to hear or your surrounding area is going to stop. It's going to focus in on whatever spirit it is that you are being led to or guided to. Now, this reminds me of the hooded beings. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. I also see you finding something that is very hidden. Now, I see you also hiding something. It is a need for you to hide something. Something needs to be hidden. I don't know why I'm channeling, like, when it rains, there are a lot of hooded beings around, so dead spirits. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands and then the Judgment. I'm definitely getting something about glamour spells or something like that. Something skips like generations. Okay, so something skipped your generation, or something is skipping generations, or something like that. All right. Now, if you're a woman, I'm getting there is a lot of men that are trying to get you to seal your fate. Now, this could definitely be people asking for your hand in marriage, okay? And yeah, I'm getting like something about trickery or something, or deceit or deception. All right. Yeah, the Four of Swords, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. So I don't know if he like got love in the movie, but you didn't come here to love or to be loved, is what I'm getting. All right. Yeah, the Moon card. So now it's kind of like zooming in on who these spies are. Okay. It looks like these spies for the one. So this is like a very rare reading for the one. All right. They're hidden very well. Okay. Yeah, the Four of Wands. It looks like these are something about neighborhood watch as well is significant for this. Yeah, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, everyone knows someone's fate. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like someone is trying to manipulate something in their favor, but it is what it is. You're still the one, or like it doesn't matter. Yeah, the Four of Swords. Something is coming in your dream state. I'm also getting something about like you dreaming, and it looks like you're like changing a channel. Like it looks like you're watching TV or something. That's significant. Alright. But the Four of Wands is a kingdom. Alright, thanks. The Four of Wands is a kingdom that you're supposed to be ruling over, that someone is trying to take from you. Okay. This is definitely giving me Babylon energy. Alright, because she's the only woman. I mean, of course, like in Egyptology, you have Cleopatra and all of them, right? But like I'm getting like, alright, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords. So someone's feelings are hurt, or you're going to have to like hurt a lot of people doing what you're doing when you answer the ring. Alright, you're going to know that this is connected to the divine, because this is not one of those ringtones that is like a melody. There's no melody. This is straight like that, like that type of ringtone. It's that type of ringtone, or old school ringtone, normal classic tone. That's how you're gonna know. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. I see something ringing. Like I hear you hearing rings, like something is ringing. All right. I guess just wait to see what to do next, because you're not gonna answer this call. Someone else is gonna answer the call, of course. So once again, this is not coming from your cellular device. This is not coming from your devices. Looks like money is calling. King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. All right. So someone is hopping through bodies so that you can connect in. I'm getting at night. At night, you see differently for a reason. Nighttime is literally made to be dark, like so you can see like demons and shadow figures and people. That's what the nighttime is for. The reason why I'm saying this, you ever like looked at something at night and you couldn't make it, like you couldn't make out what it was? The dark gives your mind the ability to imagine. Okay, so you would think that you're imagining something, like what the fuck is that, like type shit, like what is that, like what is that, and then like you're actually not though, like it is what you're thinking it is, or something like that. I remember one day, just gives me the creepy crawlies. One day it was really dark in my room, and I seen a snake, and it was so crazy because I had been thinking for a couple of days. I was like, I'm gonna see a snake, I'm gonna see a snake, I'm gonna see a snake. And I seen a snake. It was like a black small snake, and I didn't know if I was hallucinating or what. So I got the broom and I like hurried up and put it out because I'm scared. And then like in the morning it was gone, but of course it could have slithered away, but it was just weird. And like to this day I'm wondering, like, did I really see that or was I hallucinating? Don't know, but I'm really getting that. All right, this gives me the creepy crawlies when I think about it. Okay, so the Four of Swords is here. So this could definitely be meditation. All right. It looks like someone that you knew when you were a child, they passed away. So a childhood friend is trying to tell you something, warn you about something, or get your attention. Now you may know exactly who this is, and for some people you may not even know this person passed away. Now you may know exactly who this is. All right, yeah. One person that you may want to keep alive, just saying, that surrounds you is a Scorpio. When a Scorpio dies, it doesn't matter if it's right now, it doesn't matter if it's in some years. Getting Scorpio, Capricorn, you need to keep them alive, because when these people die, okay, final destination is near. Okay, because Scorpio is death. Okay, so Scorpios don't die. It just doesn't make sense. How does death die? Okay. Also channeling somebody, somebody has no eyebrows, so someone has no facial expressions. Okay, so if you see somebody without eyebrows, it's to cover up their facial expressions. Okay, yeah. All right, this could be you. Maybe you have very thin eyebrows. It's to cover up your facial expressions or something. All right. Yeah, somebody really wants you to sleep. First of all, I'm getting like, if you were ever homeless and you had to sleep under like an abandoned bridge or you have to sleep in an abandoned building, house, because I'm getting something is abandoned and you're going there, you're sleeping there. All right. It's like you're sleeping with demons around you. Even if you have, like, I don't want to say this because something is making my skin crawl, but even if you have like bugs, you're sleeping with demons all around you. All right. Ending out with the Queen of Swords.